Hey Ray, hey Mike, how's it going? Mr. Ray and Mr. Mike. Hey dudes. Hey Magnet. Hello. Welcome in everybody. All right. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Welcome back into the stream. Welcome in everybody. Let me go here. Okay. Hey Virtual Code, how's it going? Gotta head to bed for class tomorrow. Want to show you some love. Hey, thanks for coming in, Magnet. Hey Tim, how's it going? Alright guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Welcome into the stream. So today I wanted to kind of go over some planning and stuff regarding our website and potentially start, getting into what we want to do for this site. So I have this cool little stock image pulled up here that I saved, and we're in Photoshop right now. And I wanted to see if we could try to. So I have some ideas for how we're gonna go over basically some. This is gonna be kind of more like design styling stream, I guess, so that when we come in tomorrow or sometime in the future, near future, and start building the front end, we can have some idea of what we want to do. So I think that this is like a good like little starting point, right? So I just need to come into here and extract out basically certain frames that I want to get out of here. So let's just go pen tool. So we need the B. But the thing is I don't want to make these too zoomed in. We gotta have like scale, right? So if I take out this B, right? Okay. If I take out this B, how do you do this? I forgot. I don't want to create like a mask. I want to keep the pen tool out. And then we go. How can I just isolate? Like, how can I take out pieces? I stream usually every day around after my 9 to 5 job. I'm on the West Coast PST, And so I did sit here at my desk contemplating life for about the past half hour or so, sitting here just like, so I am a little bit late. But we're working on the front end of our site, and I have some ideas for what I'm wanting to do, but I'm just wanting to make sure that we're doing it. I want to get it all aligned up here. So how can I? So if we have this file and we make a pen selection, right? And then we say free transform path. No. It's define custom shape. No, that's not it. Make selection. So if we make the selection and we remove, that's not what we wanted to do. So that inverts the selection. I don't want a generative fill. How can I just... I thought there's a way that I can just... I don't know. Okay, so then maybe let's just go here. Let's just look up B magazine cutout letter. Okay, there's plenty of them here. They took it from that. Gotcha, interesting. Some backgrounds. Super. So this is just a pack. Ransom note. Interesting. So can we look up like ransom note letter pack free? Download. Oh, it's pretty big. Pause. Well, that would be nice, but that one is too large. Come on. I don't want to have to check out. Just give me like a Google Drive link. So then how can I download this? Hey, thanks for the bits? What the heck? Got some biddies. Pause? What the heck was that? Let me go look. Hold on, check on the Let me check here. What was that? Some big old biddies. What? Hold on. What was that? Stream manager. Hey, thanks, Green Cats. Appreciate you for the bits there. Nice. You're awesome, dude. Okay, so how can we do? I don't know. I don't want to. We could try to make our own, but I'm not the best at Photoshop. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so I'm trying to just get things organized. Figure out what I want to do. Sorry, guys. Okay, so ransom notes, cutouts. Here we go. Oh, it's like people want to charge like $50 for some PNGs. I mean, let's try it. Can we try it? Okay, so let's take some inspiration. Let's go new. Let's do 500 by, let's do 1,000 by 1,000. Create. Let's do a color background here. Let's do a new thing. Let's do a text. Let's do a B. We're gonna do a color. Let's select like, I don't know. I don't even know, like that. Usually they're white, typically, with a background that's textured on its own. Okay, so if we have a letter here, right? Let's make the letter itself white. Let's add a filter. I guess we'll make this guy something. I like these like oranges, like these kind of retro. Right, and then if you go, so if we go pen tool, let's just like cut out. Let's get a little bit closer to the B. Like a square. that. Right. And then I wanted to invert that actually. Why did it do that? I suck at Photoshop, guys. I'm sorry. So we take that and then we go make selection, invert the selection, delete. Make selection. Let's see, why didn't that? Okay, so maybe we need to I don't even know. This. That's why I didn't want to make my own. I'm so indecisive. So why is it? Ugh, this is so. I suck at this. Software as a service project. What software as a service project? Ransom note letter pack free. Download. It won't let me download it. Let me go here to my actual Google account. Alright, it's downloading. My the stream might lag here because we're downloading. Hold on. Okay, close that up. No, I don't build products with AI. I build my own products. I learn from AI, but I don't build with AI. Wrong streamer. No, all good, all good. I don't get the personal gratification out of that. The AI feels smart, but I feel dumb. Okay, we're gonna try. I'm downloading a pack right now. Hold on, we'll see. Hold on, almost done. Halfway done. All right, we're taking the easy way out here. We found a resource here. So my goal, I'm gonna try to like. Okay, so let's go. Don't save. File. New. Okay, so this will be like the web page, I guess, the home page. So let's kind of jot this out or whatever, I guess. Right. Okay, so let's try to, once this downloads, 50 seconds here, 50 seconds. Hey, we got to follow. Overdue. Thanks so much, dude. Twitch popping off today. YouTube, where you guys at? Where are you guys at on YouTube? Twitch came to play today. They ain't not messing around. Alright, so 30 seconds left on the download. 30 seconds. Okay, so dude, I'm honestly like, this is the hard part, is designing the website. Now I have an idea for what I want my like home page to be, but dude, anything else, it's just like I start drawing some shooting blanks, man. And I need to take inspiration. So if you guys have inspiration of like, so for what this is, right? Let's go to, I'll show you guys. My girlfriend and I, we own a small business called Birdie Rose Clothes, where we rehome vintage clothing and we offer them at a pretty affordable rate. You know, as you can see, stuff usually is around the $10 to $15 range. Stuff that's really good or heavy duty quality can sometimes approach like the $20 range for some denim or some really vintage stuff, but typically it stays around, you know, 15 to 20 bucks. You know, for some of these pieces, and even cheaper on our Instagram when we first dropped them. So we wrote a script, right, that automatically collects this data for us, and then matches the item to the corresponding item in our database, and then syncs the information from the Depop, whether it's sold or not, or you know, the relevant Depop information to the database item. And so now what we need to do is create like a site. My goal is to create a website, basically. A cool kind of vintage site that, or cool artsy site that can feed people to the Depop to purchase. I don't need to have a checkout and carding system on my site because we're already using Depop for that purpose. So by using our script to get the basically a one-to-one for what the Depop looks like, we can offer, you know, a similar kind of model to what the Depop has, and then just send people with links to the Depop to check that item out. And so, but our site can just be a way that we can get like Google SEO or whatever and all that good stuff. Okay, cool. Does that make sense, everybody? Hey Anand, how's it going? We're gonna need some help here. Tim and Anand, Virtual Code, everybody here. We're gonna need some help designing our site. So let's get into this. Without further ado, let's dive in. So I'm gonna make the color of this, let's make this white. Okay, and then let's start bringing in some stuff. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be the B. So we have quite a few options here. This is one of them. Oh, that's cute. I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. That's really cute, actually. Okay, so then we'll make that the B. Okay. Then we'll go, this is going to be the I. No, not that one. Let's do, no, not that one. Not that one, that's just a block. That's cool. It kind of doesn't really match the aesthetic of the left one, but maybe we could, here, let's do this. Let's take all of these, and let's drag them into here. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That one's cool. Not that one. Not that one. That one's cute too, cool too. That might be the winner right there. Maybe not. I like that one too. I think that one we might do that one for right now. Oh boy. All these are so good. Dang it, I can't decide. Good resource pack here. Oh, here's kind of like a preview, I guess. We could do music. Which one do you guys think? (1995) style raw HTML. Let's do this guy. I think this guy's cool. Kind of complements our style so far. So I'm kind of just mocking up what I want my page to look like, and what I think would be kind of cool is to have hover effects on each of these individual letters as well. So this is going to be what like our home page is going to look like. I'm just kind of mocking it up what this is going to be, and then we're going to put it into code and actually draft it up here. But we're just kind of styling it out right now, I guess, kind of like you would in Figma. Ligma, what? What the heck? Get out of here. Kind of like that one. I kind of like that one's cool. Rockstar. I like this one, but I don't really like the green. I don't really like the green that much. Let's do this guy. Like a slight angle here, and let's put this guy on top. Let's put the B in front here of the I. Some layering going here, some cool layering. Kind of like this. Coming along. Like that. It kind of lost its textures though. All right, let's keep going here. Oh, that one's cute too. Oh shoot, there's so many good options. That one's good too, honestly. I think I'm gonna do this one. It kind of gives a little bit more of like a vintage feel, as that we're like this kind of feel that we're going for here. Let's kind of skew it a little bit, give it some flavor, and then just drop it like right there. Okay, and then let's keep rolling here, keep the good times rolling. So D. That one's cute. think probably that one. Maybe that one. Maybe even, I think that one's cool too. I think that one. We could try to like hide this a little bit. Like a little bit like that. Maybe even kind of. Cute. I like that. Cool, cool, cool. Mike, I don't envy you on this site. No way, Figma or Draw.io. Draw.io. Yeah, we're going from scratch here, boys. People seem to be on the same page. People are saying use Figma, use Figma. We're going from scratch here, trying to design out like our site initially, and then go from there. I don't know if that's the best way of doing it, but we're a one-man show here. So we're back on the eyes. So let's try another eye. We took that one already. That one we're already doing that same font. Probably like this guy. Or we have purple already. I think like a block eye would look good here because we already have a dotted eye. But actually, we might want to keep it consistent, dotted eye, if we're going to. So, I think I'm going to take this guy here. Let me rotate this guy a little bit more. Let's bring you up top, like so. And then let's go here. Let's rotate you, make you bigger. Let's rotate you kind of inward here. Like that, I guess. Our textures are disappearing. No, they're still there, but they're just kind of hard to see. Okay, and now we're gonna need an E here. That's cool. Man, I feel like I went down the wrong path. We might want to. Bird plate. Hey Wesley, yo, what up? I'm not really feeling the style here so far. It's okay, guys. Don't be like, oh Mike, come on, we've come so far. It's okay. Not really feeling the style of that one so far. I'm liking the overall vision we've got. Let's go back to the drawing board. I'm thinking maybe more Lego. I'm thinking maybe more uppercase. More like uppercase for the title. It's Barbie. Well, these B's really aren't too great. I think this is probably our best bet, is this guy. And maybe making like, see what happens to our textures. Our texture is really prevalent there, and then if I screw, they really just start to go away quick. We might need to put like an additional texture over this to kind of think I'm gonna stick with this one. I like this eye. I think it's cool. Okay. Let's do an E. So people keep asking, why is it called Birdie Rose Clothes? It's kind of a funny story, actually, I guess. So my girlfriend and I, when we would go out to like bars in college, we you know, guys would come up to her and would you know, hit on her and whatnot, which is fine. Happens. And she would give them a fake name of Birdie Rose. And so that kind of just stuck, and we've kind of stuck with it ever since. Honestly. Need a different B. All these B's kind of suck. Maybe except this guy, but I don't really like the texture. Or the color, I mean. I don't really like that color. These are kind of disappointing me here. We'll come back to the B. D here. Well, they seem to all have this kind of texture. So is there a B of all of these types? That B is cool. I just don't like the color. Okay, Birdie. Disney. Not bad, not bad. A lot of lowercase ones here. Because that's the same texture as that one. So maybe we... I like that D though. Pause. The only thing is I don't really like going from uppercase. Behind the R. Bird. I. Another I here. Birdie. Maybe I delete that one and do like this guy. Let's do this guy like here, and then we'll stretch him and make him a little skinnier. That. Definitely need another eye here. Not two the same colors really. I only want the purple. I might take this eye but delete the dot. That's what I'll do. Alright, I'm gonna bring the D over the R. I'm gonna put the I on top like that. There we go, that looks pretty good. Bring down the B a little bit. Make the I slightly smaller. Make the R a little bit bigger. And then let's do E. That one's funky. It's kind of cool, honestly. I think I might do a different R. I honestly like this E here. Not really, it doesn't really have the same kind of style. Kind of more like Hot Wheel Thrashery. Sega, Lego. Internet, Dell. Come on, what's a good one? Kind of like this guy. We don't really have any blue. Birdie. I mean, the blue, it's not really the right kind of, you know, vibe really. Let's see, can we, I wonder if we could select. No, so can you, quick selection tool. Let's invert that selection. Let's get caught up here. Can you do a Unity tutorial, bruh? What are you trying to do? Hey, Renji, how's it going? Looks awesome, no lie. Sorry, Renji, I'm a little buzzed. I'm new here. I lost the skateboard by having the hardest part of every new project, designing. Yeah, for sure. This is tough. So I think that looks pretty dang good. Honestly, if I was gonna change anything, I think it'd be the R. I want to see if there's a potentially adjust colors. Can I like? Oh yes. Yes. Okay, we can just use these scrolls. And we can just adjust these to a different color. We're kind of in that red, green, purple area-ish. I don't want to do it too... Oh, right there. Right there. Then let's adjust the colors on this one. Oh, chill. Here. Let's adjust colors here. Why does it do that? Why is it doing that to all of those? It just wanted to this one. Oh, is it applying this to every color? If I... How do you, is there a way that you can like, downward. So is there a way I can link this to here? Link layers. There we go. Can I merge these layers together? There we go. So now we just have the E as it is, as such. Hey, N Crack, how's it going? You're really cool. Happy you found your stream. Thanks, dude. Hey, let's turn on the TTS for chats. Keep chats chill. Don't spam. I'm turning on the TTS. So if you want to ask a question or talk, let me. It'll that way I don't miss your chats. Right now we're styling the front end of our site. I'm going to change this R. I think I'm gonna look up some more R's. So we're just kind of styling what we want our homepage to look like. I might do this guy. Let's do this R. No, that R's trash. I think that's probably better, like so. Let's make it a little bit thinner.
NGL bro, you should look at Gemini 2.5 flash image. It's actually crazy for image editing. Super accurate. Clowns on Photoshop.
Yeah, I'm doing things the old hard way here, manual approach. But I'm a boomer from the from the old days here. Okay, so my goal is now I'm not like this isn't gonna bring the D in front of the R, but the R in front of the I.
Wallace and Gromit told me to use less clay. I decline.
This I in front of that D, and then that E will be behind the I, like such. Kind of something like this, I guess. Ooh.
Starting to like this crew.
Right, something like this. Right, I think would be cool, like at the top, like if we had, so now we need to do like, so if I did, no, sorry, R.
Chromatic Tunia and grind-worthy logos.
Like this guy.
Just realized you have the loud comments.
Yeah, I put on TTS. Keep it chill, keep it chill. That way I can hear you guys. My name is Michael. I have a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry, and I work as a formulation chemist for a biotech company. And I've been teaching myself how to code every single day after my 9-to-5 job, basically. Pretty much almost every single day. So I appreciate you guys being here and hanging with me. We're currently designing our front end. We're just working on some mock-up for our. I have a kind of cool idea for how I want the home page, kind of the hero page of the site to look. And so I think it'd be cool to kind of have these kind of collage type effect of letters, right? I think that'd be super kind of cool. Now the only part about that one that's bad is the white background. I'll take this guy. Let's go ahead and make this guy a little bit thinner. Like that. Let's make this a little bit wider.
Also, he's good at marketing.
Yeah, so I've been teaching myself how to code every single day on this channel for about a year now. That's a cool one. Subway, Sega. Sega. Let's do like...
Is your main page background color going to be white?
I'm not sure. Do you guys have any ideas? What do you guys think we should do? If you guys have any styling advice or things that you think that we should do, throw it out there. I'm all ears. This is pretty close to that this previous O. And it's a little bit too flashy. Get rid of it. I don't think we're gonna go with that one. Let's do Subway.
I keep on listening to food.
Nice. Maybe this guy? It's kind of cool. But we'll put the O on top of both of those. Like such. This is a little bit too like.
S looks kinda cool.
I'm gonna put the R in front of the O. Such, and I'll put the S in front here. No, the O in front of the S. Now we'll put the E.
Might have to change the background color now. It might look good on white and then look bad on green, blue, or something different.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out for sure.
I assume your name is Birdie Rossane.
My name is Mike, but I haven't. My girlfriend and I, we own Birdie Rose Clothes. It's a vintage rehoming store, basically where we source vintage clothing to, rehome to you guys at a pretty affordable price. We kind of pride ourselves in not, charging, crazy prices as some of these kind of resellers do, because we really just like to get, like the hobby of thrifting and, maintaining that as it is and providing our customers with, quality products at a good price. Because I myself am a cheapskate. I do not like spending money. So, honestly, if I like to kind of also provide that back to you guys as well. Okay, so I'm thinking something kind of like this.
T-shirt lady, you and Rose seem cool.
Okay, so I'm thinking something like this. So let's make sure these are kind of along the same size. Okay. Right, something like this.
Maybe we make a Grosson shirt.
Right, so on our page we'll have something kind of like this.
And it's just Michael Douglas.
Right, something like this. Cool. I like that. And so, and then what we could do is that we could have,
Where does Abba got into the shirt?
we could take this.
No joke, it's dope, but next time don't forget Abba.
Abba, what the heck is Abba? No, I kind of want like a.
I can feel it in the air tonight, Fernando. Abba is a band.
Oh, ABBA the band, yeah.
Ask your mom.
So I'm kind of like thinking about. Like, I kind of want, should I do like Birdie Rose? So our name is Birdie Rose Clothes, and then we usually have like a vintage like at the bottom. Like, it's not in the name, but it's kind of like, you know, a little bit of like a, not trademark or whatever, but like Birdie Rose, right? So we need like, so I say Birdie Rose close right here, and then down below that I have vintage in just regular text. Or should have close in text like this. So let's do maybe like close here in kind of like bold-ish text here. Right? Something like so. Now we can obviously mess around with the font here. I want it to be kind of bold, right? But not like too bold. Because I kind of want to have like, what do you guys think? Who of my designers are in here? No, the skinny, not skinny font. Let me look up like magazine cut out letters inspiration.
Serial killer note inspo.
So maybe what we should do is, let's do this. Let's do close. So let me take,
What if you made clothes with all the same type of ransom font style, all white and purple letters, for example?
yeah, I was gonna think about making it ransom letters as well. So it just takes forever. So I get picky on the styling. These C's suck. Costco. Yeah, these are trash. I guess let's take this guy. And then let's adjust colors on this guy. I'll make it like, kind of like that orange better. Maybe like that, and then let's go here. Merge these layers together. I don't really like the black, to be honest. The black is just too much of a dark background. So let's take this one then. Now, all the other letters are 2D. I like these guys, but I don't want the white background. It's let's go select take this, select the inverse. Let's fill. So why does it do that? I'm on this layer, which is only this big. Huh. Yeah, see, I'm so bad at Photoshop.
Is that your website name?
Yeah. So now if I select the inverse of this. Oh, why does it do that? I don't know.
Harry said cool.
Let me go see. Okay, I'm being too crazy. Let's just take this. Okay.
Is the current website yours?
Yeah. So we're building it right now. We rewind the video about 30 minutes. I go over the site and kind of what we got so far. We're kind of just going up over these right now. Oh. O T. Okay. All right. That looks pretty good. H.
I don't see the website, bro. 30 minutes rewinded, it's still designed.
I didn't show the website, I just kind of explained it, so I'll explain it again. So, me and my girlfriend, we own a vintage rehoming company where we source and find vintage clothing that we like to sell, and we sell it at a pretty affordable rate compared to some of our current competitors, and that's kind of what we like to pride ourselves on at the moment, which is pretty cool. And so Um, and so, yeah, right now, what I did is I built a site, or I built a script that links to our Depop and extracts out all of our products on the Depop so that we can match those to the products in our database, and then go ahead and link up the Depop product information to our data products in the database. So we don't have to actually manually go in and update that. Okay, we've updated this product. We posted this on Depop. No, it'll just recognize that product is posted on Depop, and then it'll sync up the information accordingly, which is pretty nice. So now we're going to build a site to display the products that are one-to-one with the Depop view, so that we can feed people to the Depop with good marketing and Google SEO, and use like Reddit and stuff to our advantage, and see if we can really try to expand this business.
Who came up with the brand name?
As a my girlfriend did, as a real feasible option here, as we're going to try to grow it here, like on stream, and see if we can really try to expand it out, right? That's our goal. We'll see if we can do it. Last but not least here, S. So my girlfriend, when she used to get hit on by some unwanted characters at the bar in college, she would give them a fake name of Birdie Rose, and that's how they would try to contact her throughout the night. So it's kind of like a little running joke that we have, and because of that, we like the name too, Birdie Rose. It's kind of a cute name, and so we decided to run with it, and we are Birdie Rose Clothes. All right, that looks really good. So now I want to know what would happen if we added a new layer, single adjustment, levels, no.
Now I have to buy boxers at Birdie Rose.
What's up with everyone in boxers? Everybody is about the boxers. Okay, so adjustments, we want to do color balance, yeah. So now if we kind of alter this, we can kind of manipulate this.
LLC with the website thought it was yours NBN.
No, there's a birdie rose out there that's kind of like a. So now we can kind of give this a little bit more, like coloring, like in line with all together. So now, as you can see, as I kind of mess with these, the coloring kind of all comes together in this cool way, and so now they all kind of have the same color here, which is exactly what I was going for. Kind of like this purple, pink, brown, red, blue, kind of mid 2000s definitely kind of feel, which this looks really nice. So now let's kind of tweak these a little bit more fine-tuned. I want to make this H significantly thinner and bigger. So like that. Grab, center this up. Come on, center up. Where are you at? Come on. Where's the center? Pretty much right there. Okay, that looks really freaking good. I like that a lot, actually. The colors really made that kind of come together, and I think that looks really nice. What do you guys think? Let's kind of move this down and let's kind of fill in that space of that R right there. Then we can readjust this I a little bit over to kind of take in that, and then this E down and in, like so, right there. And let's drag this, so let's kind of line this up with that. There we go. And then birdie rose, like that, leave some spacing, grab it, and then let's line it up. That looks really good. I'm really proud of that, actually. Maybe it'll just adjust this O slightly forward. I'm gonna make the O go on top of the R. Nice. I think that looks awesome. What do you guys think? So now, if we take a text and do vintage, right, and then we want to have this text be at the bottom here. Drag this over here. We want kind of like a handwritten, I think, like either like a solid font, right? Like a solid font like that, or like this. Maybe do vintage. Like a solid font. Or a cursive font. What do you guys think? Or like a handwritten font. Not that one. It looks cool. What do you guys think, chat? Where's the chat at? What a chat at? Chat! Come back. See, what I think would be so cool. Can I add a stroke to the text? I thought you can add stroke to text. More properties. Balanced numbering, transform, adjustments, libraries. How you add a stroke to words? Forgot. I don't know. I think that looks really cool though. If I was going to change something, it would probably be this S. So let me just see if I can find a different S. Under the adjustment layer, it doesn't really do much. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so the thing is, oh no, the thing is though is I'm gonna have to, I have this kind of vision for the site is that each of these letters is like hoverable, so they will kind of like jiggle as you go over them, kind of have a cool little effect. I don't know, just for some fun. What do you guys think? Or should I partition these off? Right? Into like their own words, and then make them like hoverable from there. So what I could do is I could create a shape. Right. Kind of create a shape here around the object.
An interactive logo sounds good.
Right. Kind of like this, right? And then what I'll do is I'll go like this, fill path, color, white, okay, nice. So then
YouTube won't let me type even.gov.
So then if we move this to the bottom, or let me do this really quick. Let me open up file, new, 1000 by 1000. Okay, that's fine. Now let's go. Let me drag over this shape into here.
Unicorn Studio website may help you.
Right? And then let me delete this. Let me select all of these, drag these into here. Make all of this smaller. Okay, just like that. I kind of give them these like shapes basically around them, like these strokes, honestly. So let's go back here. So let me hide these, hide all of these, take these over to the front. Like that. this down like so. Remove the background. Okay, there we go. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redefine this. I'm going to make it a little bit better than that. Okay, let's make this bigger. As big as we can. While really distorting things. There we go. A little bigger. Okay. Now let's make some final adjustments. So I'm going to move this one slightly over. Rotate this one in a little bit. Move in. Move this down. Right, like there. This can go like right there. And then the E like so. We'll move the B up and in a little bit. Okay. Now let me really quickly, just for some reference, let me just go like this. Let me draw a flat black line. And then let me kind of line up stuff. So each of our letters kind of should start around this point. Give or take a couple of pixels here or there for some randomness.
Brother, gotta head out. You have a good night.
Thanks for coming in, dude. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in tonight. You're awesome, my guy. You are awesome. See you tomorrow. We'll continue on. We'll continue on here. Okay, let's maybe just spread out these items just slightly. Some more separation on that R and the I and the D. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to create a pen stroke where we're going to, on a new layer at the very bottom, okay, I'm going to stroke very kind of roughly, pause around this these words. I think I'll probably just do more jagged. Kind of like so. Okay, and then what we'll do is we will fill this path I'm gonna go back. I'm going to take my pen tool. I'm going to just, how do you, there we go. isolate this point, bring this in a little bit less space here. Kind of make these a little bit more refined, but still a little bit random. Okay, that looks good. Okay, then let's go here. I can't fill the path now. Great. Great. Make selection. Why can't I fill this path? I'm not selected on a layer. Fill path. There we go. Okay, there is that. That looks real good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go File. Can I group these layers? Layer, group layers. Perfect. And then we're going to go File. Okay, that's perfect. Now hide that group. Okay, now our next group is going to be the rows. 30 rows. So let's make this as big as we can without distortion. So let's grab our new layer here, pen tool, and let's sketch around. Like such. Boom. That looks good. Now let's go fill path. Boom. Drag this below there. That looks good. Let's go ahead and take these layers, Command G, and group them. Birdie, rows, and let's go, we'll take the last set. Close. Make this bigger as much as I can, like so. Okay, let's grab a new layer, pen tool. Let's go around. that. Okay, now let's go pen tool. Fill path, white, bottom. Okay, and then we're going to undo that and go close. Okay. So go ahead and go file, save. Let me save this. And create a new folder called BRC site. Just for now. Say BRC CBRC magazine letter. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so my goal so now we'll go to this file, export as, gotta do PNG, transparent background. Yep. This is Birdie. Okay, now let's hide this, bring this, file, export as, export, rows, and then file, export as, export, close. Cool. All right, so let me go like this. So let me go file, new. All right, so this is what our website will look like basically. I'm gonna just do a quick little mock-up. Okay, so let me go here and open up that information. How do I see this sidebar? There we go. Birdie. Alright. You guys see the vision now? You guys see it? I've been planning it in my head. You guys see it now? It looks sick with it raised up off the ground like that. It looks really cool, I think. Right? And then we'll do, I think that looks really awesome. Ooh. And then we'll do close. Right, and we'll do a similar sizing here. Let's go copy layer style, paste layer style.
Looking really good.
Right, and then rows gets in here. Just gonna get this a similar size, yep. So then we'll give that one a layer, the same layer style. And so you kind of have that, right? And so let's kind of plan out what the home page would look like then. So if this is right, so this will be like our call to action here, and then what we'll do is we'll put a text thing that says vintage here. Just like this, black. I'm not sure on the font yet, but something like this, right? And then right. And then we'll give the layer styling to this as well. No. We could give it like a box too around this. Make it kind of like a cool handwritten text would be kind of cool, I think. Maybe I'll have my girlfriend write vintage in handwriting, and then I'll scan it and bring it in or something. You like it, Ray? Roarsor, looking good, you guys? I think it looks awesome. I think this looks really cool for like a site. Now look, just seeing this right now, right off the jump, I need to make the rows outline a little bit thicker. I need to kind of spread out these, the letters are a little too close together in my opinion. We can spread them out a little bit, and then I think it'll be good. So then I'm thinking we have like, right, we have Products. Something like this, maybe?
It's perfect the way it is.
So I want to have a few things, right? We have a few, like right here you have shop. So you have like, so we're gonna have a few things to offer on the site. The site is gonna have,
Link to your Instagram or whatever you use for first buyers.
that's right too, right? Okay, so we want to have, there's gonna be 3 things you can do on the site. I want to make 3 functions. The first thing you can do is you can go and view the products, just like on a regular product view. The second feature you can do is you can swipe left or right, or yes or no, or like or dislike, or bin or not bin, whatever you might be, like kind of like a Tinder swipe. A Tinder swipe for clothes that we have on the site. So, like for example, you can just go through and swipe on all of the available clothing that we have currently for offered, and sort basically yourself manually things that you like and dislike, and then you can get a clearer view of all of the things that you liked, right? Which would be kind of cool, I think. Right? What do you guys think on that line? I don't know. That'd be kind of, we might have to add that slowly in, but at least for the first feature, it should say shop, right? So it should say like shop, and then this should say like, or maybe like view inventory. Right, something like that, maybe.
Sounds good so far.
Right, Birdie Rose clothes vintage. Now I'm thinking what would be kind of cool and fun. Let me see if I can find.
I think shop sounds better than view inventory.
Okay. Or what about just inventory? Shop. Right, shop. I guess what we could do is we could have lookbook. And we could have
That's good too, it just sounded a little too much like a warehouse instead of a cellar.
that's fair. right? Shop, about, lookbook.
I've noticed you've been studying for a long time. What makes you so consistent?
Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate the kind words. You guys, honestly, you guys don't know how much it means when you guys do, send a little compliment my way. Because it does take quite a bit of effort to come and sit in front of this, computer every single day. It's very, very easy, you guys, just to come home after my work as a chemist and just sit on the couch or open up Counter Strike and play some games and just doom scroll and just burn time. Right, the time really goes by fast. But um, you know, honestly, I really attribute a lot of it to this stream. I gained a lot of colleagues and Aurora, Ray, Tim, Insomniac, the regulars that keep coming in here. We've kind of developed kind of like a bond, a friendship, and we've networked together. So who knows where that might lead in the future? Building projects, working and collaborating, as well as just a personal passion to get better. I really believe that honestly, I think that computer science and programming is the future and is going to take over. I might eat crow and be wrong, but in my opinion, just the way that I see consumerism going. I see the way that people are spending money on products. I see the way that money is evolving in the market. I just kind of saw the writing on the wall, and yet they're kind of telling you, oh, you shouldn't learn how to code because of AI, but I don't know. I think that I think programming and computer science and artificial intelligence probably will become like a core curriculum, like math and reading and writing is, because just the demand and money is so strong in these fields right now. And I think that's going to continue. So I had an honest conversation with myself. I said, where do we think the future is going? If we're going to put a gamble on where we're going to spend our time learning, and plus, I just really like programming as well, so it works hand in hand. I just really have enjoyed the process of it all, from the design of the web pages, building design. I really like design. I like marketing, like the whole aspect of like building a product and marketing it as a business. That really intrigues me. And so like like thinking like kind of like honestly like founder stuff, like building products, like this whole
You're a
Birdie Rose
hardworking man
clothes
with
is
no
pretty like.
inspiration. Thanks, Mike.
You're in here every day, Ray. You're awesome. You're right there too with us, my guy. You are in here every day grinding with us. For real. What you been working on, Ray, as of lately? So these will be shop, about, lookbook. So I want to, let's go, hold on. I think it would be so cool if we did something like this. If we did like a cork board almost of a Polaroid, right? So what I could do, I think that'd be cute, is to like have like a Polaroid. I could take one and take a picture of it or scan it in and actually like have it come be in here. So I don't really need to. We can
I've been
create this
working
pretty
on
easily with
pixel art
objects.
trying to create my own version of Mega Man.
We can kind of create our own here. We don't really need to copy a formatting. Fill with white. Okay, and then let's
So what's
go
your plan for the future? Are you thinking
another
about becoming
square.
an indie hacker or working on a solo startup?
Indie hacker. That's funny. No, definitely not no indie hacker. I'm just coding for fun on my stream right now and seeing where that takes me. I honestly figured that I might be able to like uh find some people on here to network with to potentially find employment like in the field. But um job market be dead for real. Okay, so if we did black here, let's just quickly mock something up here. No, I want to isolate this. Like that. Oh. Okay, so then if we take these two layers, layer, how can I combine this and this into group, new group, merge shapes? Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's rasterize then both of these, and then we will merge layers together, and then we will give a drop shadow. Why does it change all of them? Right, I think that like some Polaroids like this would be really kind of like a cool clear layer style. So let me go here, let me actually duplicate this twice more and kind of have them be in this format like this, to where they're kind of like fanned out almost. Right? Like that, and then let's rotate. Rotate. That didn't really work how I wanted it. So then let's just go that. And then this one, we're gonna grab and rotate a little bit more. Like that. No, let me here, duplicate it, rotate it.
You gonna get random Depop images to populate them every page load?
That's what our scraper is for. So we have our Depop scraper script that will go ahead and gather all of the images that are from the site and then link them one to one, basically as a one-to-one representation of our of what's currently on the Depop. And so then we can just hyperlink people from our site to the Depop, and that will be that. So now we have like this kind of Polaroid, kind of cute like thing here, I guess. Just gonna do like that, and then.
I mean your Polaroid images. Polaroid pictures, yes.
Oh, Polaroid pictures. Um, I'll probably leave these as like fill in the blank so that I as like the dev of the site can just come in easily into these React components that I'm gonna make. I'm kind of already planning out how I'm gonna do it, and then I can just really easily swap out the image path so I can just update the site. I can like use like seasonal pictures or like current like I can really like or can I have like a list of pictures that rotates out on refresh and picks a random one or whatever, and so that these stay dynamic. I think having the site be dynamic as much as possible is pretty. It will be a good challenge for us. What do you think? So if we go ahead, let's go ahead and merge layers, and then paste layer style. There we go. That looks really good. Kind of like some cute like Polaroids. Right, and we could even like put in some like thumbtack to show that like it's like tacked in or something. Like these are tacked into the page would be kind of cool. I'm gonna delete the second one, and then I'm just gonna go paste layer style, and then if we go and like do okay, so it would kind of have to be like, I mean, how can we make this shape? So it'd be a circle, right? For sure, it'd be a circle, right? It would be filled, let's do like with like a red for a thumbtack. Let's do like, yeah, maybe like silver for like metal. So let's do like, um, this might look really dumb, but we'll try it out. And then we do like a really small circle towards the top. we fill this with white. That looks so dumb. Thumbtack from above. Where's my blank Polaroid here? So they have like these, like thumbtack kind of images here. Let's look up thumbtack transparent background. Let's see what we can find. That's pretty good right there. It's just really blurry. So you can download this pic. Download a pic. Take in a pic. Okay. Download. It's huge. Okay, so then can we reflect it? There we go. Beautiful. And then we'll copy it. And then we will go view, flip horizontal. Oh, no. How can I layer, image, image rotation, flip horizontal? No. It can be something like this, I guess. Could we try to like skew it? Doesn't look as something, I don't know. Oh boy. It would be something like this. Or I could just put like a single one in the middle. I like that better. Just a single one right there in the center to kind of show. That looks good. I like that. That looks nice. Now let me see if I can kind of get bigger and then just skew it slightly. That. I think that looks really good. What do you guys think? You guys like that? I really like that. That looks really good. That looks awesome. That looks really good. Logo file, save as, mockup. So let's make these a little bit bigger. So then we'll go merge layers.
You're gonna have fun animating this on the side, lol.
Yeah, it should be fun. It's gonna look cool, I think. What do you guys think? Image. Canvas flip. I don't want a canvas flip. Arbitrary. Properties. View. Image rotation. No.
Awesome.
Huh. How do I flip this bad boy? How to flip image. Photoshop. How do you do this? Edit? Free transform? Transform? Flip horizontal. There we go. Okay. I think it would be cool to have like some little like outfits. Like thrown together with like some. What else do you think we should add here, everybody? I'm gonna give the old lady friend a FaceTime here. See what she thinks about it. Yo, I'm on stream here. I'm building a mock-up of our like hero page for our website, which is basically like the home page. And this is what I have so far. I want your opinion. It's just very, I'm just doing it in Photoshop right now just to get it mocked up, and then I'll go ahead and put it into code and stuff. But this is what I have so far. Yeah, I kind of have like, so I have like this magazine style lettering with like this custom kind of risen effect, and then these like Polaroids that will have like we can put images into here and have them rotate, and then like I was thinking like it might be, I'm trying to think of like what else to put on here to be more. I think instead of the vintage here, what I might have us do would be cool is I'll have you write vintage in your handwriting, and then I'll scan it, and then make it into like a font here, and then so it'll have your handwriting be vintage, or I'll just make your handwriting. I'll have you fill out one of those font like creation templates with your handwriting, and so that I could have your handwriting be like the writing on the page on the website would be really cool. But yeah, this is that's something I got so far. You'll show Helena the site. Helena, how do you feel about this for like a website? Yeah, I've been working on it all night. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. oh, 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 I'm streaming. I'm streaming. Oh yeah, that's a good one. All right, bye. All right, we got approval. We got approvals. That looks really, really good. All right, what do you guys think? What else should we add, if anything? So for sure, I think I want to space out the letterings a little bit more, especially on this close. I want to make the outline on the rows a little bit thicker. Let's look up like ripped notebook paper note. I think like a piece of notebook paper with a rip on it, like with a rip would be kind of cool to include.
What about the background, keeping it white?
Let me look here. Like if we just took a piece of notebook paper like this, I think is a cute little like kind of touch. See if we can get this. Aha, that looks really good. So if we come in here now, bring in this. There is a little bit of issue with this. Kind of like that. So if I make this hardness a little bit way less, that's pretty large. Maybe I'll go blur. Where's the blur tool? Blur. Where's the blur tool? Blur, 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 blur. Blur. Just kind of give it a little bit of blur along that edge. Okay, I think that's cute. That's good. Be something like that, kind of. What do you think about that? Background, keeping it white. We could do like um like kind of like a magenta maybe, or like an orange. I think would look cool. A little bit of lighter orange. Maybe like a lighter pink. Red like that.
Or a cork background to match the thumbtacks?
And then what we could do is make these guys go white. Or we could even go like an accent color. Like a yellow. Something like that. And then do like Maybe do like a brown, a cute little brown. Something like this, I guess, would be kind of cool-ish. Now, if we changed up the font here. I don't know, something like this. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the colors. Or a cork background. That'd be a good idea.
Finding the right colors is the part I hate most about UIs lol.
Yeah, the colors are so chuff. I feel you. Cork texture 4K. All these are like Adobe stock. I don't want. See if we can grab this one. Okay. What? This sucks. Something like this. The stroke we want black. Five. So maybe we'll turn the effect. Turn the effect here. All right. That looks pretty decent mock-up for right now. What do you guys think? Now, I'm not really sure what to do for the text at the moment. That's probably going to be the hardest part for us right now. We could just continue to make it be like, instead of just being text, we could make it like a cool, right? We could make it so that we could try to find the literal words from the magazine, like a clip art, like a clip of the magazine, the full word, vintage. I like that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we can type in magazine word quote vintage cutout. Images. Word strip. Magazine word strip. Vintage. Quote. Yeah, like. Um. Hmm. Okay. I'll have to do some thinking. Okay. All right, you guys. I think I am going to head out for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. What happens if I make this opacity like glass? Something like that. Interesting. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys have any suggestions for styling for the page, please let me know. I think we are probably good to start getting things going, at least for a hero page and getting our React set up and going. So please be here tomorrow for that. Um, yeah, everything looks pretty good so far.
See ya later.
Alright, you guys. Peace out.
Thanks for the live stream, Mike. Later, everyone.
Later, dude. Peace out, man.